New gun, new nails, very expensive. Ugh. Boom. Happy with that. Now it's worth noting that some of these measurements are arbitrary. I don't know that I was actually really thinking too hard about the measurements. I know I wanted it about 2.5 meters in the front and about 2 meters in the back, or 2.1. And I'm not quite sure how the measurements came to what they came to. I just kind of drew it. It was let's call it organic engineering. I don't actually recommend that as a method of building, and it may bite me in the arse at some point. I know that overall a 2.7 sheet of cladding will be about right for the front, and you can get 2.7. That's all that matters, I guess. So short wall, 2042 stud. Now it's 2042, but I've also got to cut an angle on it because it's an angled top. I don't know what the angle is. I probably could have measured it. This is a fairly blunt instrument when it comes to degrees. The 2.5 degree marker there is like 4 times the thickness of the tip of my pencil, so probably not a whole lot of use. We'll figure it out and we'll be more accurate as we go on. Right, the other side is 2507. Should be 3037 across. Let's do a quick sanity check. That's the wall. Seems a little short to me. I'm sure it'll seem taller when I stand it up. That's the angle. Right, we need a 2055. Well, that's pretty much 3 sticks of wood used up. I've only got 11, so that only leaves me 8 to finish the building with. And I'm not even done with this wall. But I guess we'll just keep using what we got for now, and then I'll have to go buy some more. Alright, so there's our markings. That is, I would say, pretty bang on. Pretty good that way. So definitely the wrong angle, it's too steep. I need to shallow it up a bit. Well, we're getting pretty close. May as well get it right. That's as close as it's going to get, I think. Anyway, that's our mark. About 9.5 degrees when I read it properly. I don't know how accurate it is. Nothing about this tool seems terribly accurate, but at this stage I'm pretty happy with the cuts it's making. That is pretty bloody good. Alright, that's the outer frame for this end done. I'm going to make one more and make it identical, and that will be for the other end. I'm just going to build it on top so that they're both the same, and we'll go from there. Alright, because there's no point in you watching me do that, we'll just use magic. Well, once again, the weather has shut us down. Just really come out here to check on the covers and make sure stuff's not getting too wet. It's going to get a little bit damp around the edges. Not much I can do about that. So yeah, not going to get any building done today, unfortunately. Yeah, this was an old second-hand beastie I picked up. I can't actually remember, I think I paid about $350 for it, and I probably overpaid, but then it is an Ingersoll Rand and it's a decent big one, and it's not that noisy like the little direct drive ones. It's actually, for all its life it's seen, it's pretty good from what I've seen so far. Had a pretty squeaky motor, got left out in the rain by the guy that was selling it, who I think pulled it out of scrap at his work. Could be wrong there, but that's the impression I got. I almost feel like I know what I'm doing, but don't be fooled. I haven't a clue. So now I just need to come across so a 1200 sheet will fit. 2192 to the top of the header. $2192 to the top of the header. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Bitterly cold and very, very gusty. This is the wall we've got to build now, and I'm going to try and build this one with a wee bit more thought in where the external sheets are going to seam up. So I'll 600 centres from the very outer edge and not worry about the inside. In case anyone's interested, here's the overall inside design. Sort of kitcheny end at the right, not really a kitchen, just storage and bench space. And back door over there, two-seater couch opposite the ranch slider, TV on the wall just here, halfway between the couch and the bed. So a queen size bed, bedside table, sort of enough space here to walk around, and there's a wardrobe in the space that isn't a window, and then a little sort of a sunbed, daybed type thing under the window. That's the plan. How that'll all turn out, I don't know. We'll see how we go. But for now, wall framing. Hey bud, you're not a fan of the nail gun noise. Do you want some ear defenders? Yeah? You want some ear defenders? Good boy. Good boy. Go and lie down. Go and lie down. That, not there. Not there. Oh. You're a shocker. Yeah, you. Right, come on. Let's get you inside. Ooh. 2 walls. Throw a tarp over it before it's done. I've got the laser set up here and I've got it shining just on the inside of the round over on the corner of the stud. About halfway up, it's actually shining maybe a couple of mils over this way. And then by the time it's at the top of the wall, it's actually back where it started. So I'd actually say this wall right now is standing pretty square. At least this end stud is. And if I use this corner as a reference point and start working that way, then it's probably as good a place as any, and it means that I've actually got what I would consider to be a reasonably plumb start. I might actually put a couple of screws through this diagonal brace into the stud just to hold this in position, and then I'm going to undo the screws on the end wall, pull the end wall in and screw it to this stud. That way I know that I've got a square corner to start with. Guess who? Okay, that wall's definitely not as square as I thought it was going to be. Interesting. Alright, this is the bracing that I'm going to use, Limberlock strip brace, and for now what I'm going to do is put some strip brace on this end wall and hope that I can pull this back into square. One more. Okay, so I've gone slightly past square. I'm going to put the strip brace on now and I expect it'll spring back. We're about 5 mils from one end to the other over, so not huge, but I expect when I release that strap it's going to spring back again. What I'm hoping is that if I tension the strip brace reasonably tight, it'll only spring back a little bit. We'll find out. We're going to need more of those nails too. Ow! Ow! Right, I think that's how that works. I guess we let the strap off and see what happens to the laser. We slightly overcooked it, so I'm just going to break the brace off. The tension has got a couple of different settings, so we'll see how that goes. I'll go for the lowest setting. That's pretty close. I'll do the other diagonal. Alright, note to self, you can put these on a bit slack, because even on the minimum setting here, can't get my nail through that slot, but I might have to. Alright, let's try it there.
One eternity later.
Alright, absolutely the lowest point of tension I can get on there. I'm going to call it there. It's within a couple of mil, top to bottom, over 2.5 metres. What do the spirits of level say? Pretty bloody good that way. Pretty bloody good that way. So, this corner is now braced. I've got a strained up brace in both directions here and on the back wall. So I'm happy, spirit level is happy, the laser is happy. That's pretty damn good. Alright, well, made some reasonable progress today. I'd kind of hoped this weekend I'd have actually had it wrapped and maybe the rafters on. Then again, 4 weeks ago I thought I'd be finished by now. I do remember saying when Xanthi asked me how long this would take, and I said, well, probably work on it in the weekends, and I think we probably do piles in one weekend, the floor the next weekend, walls the weekend after that, roof after that, and then so that's a month, and then we're just tidying up. If you've got any questions about the build so far, by all means throw them at me. I'm happy to answer questions about what it's cost or time taken or any problems, tools you need, tools I'm damn glad I've got. If you're thinking of building one, I'd be more than happy to share what I've learned so far. I haven't finished yet, so I can't tell you how it's going to end, but I can tell you it's a much bigger job than you probably think it's going to be. I have, despite the fact that I beat the crap out of this finger doing the subfloor and I beat the crap out of this thumb doing the strapping, I've used a lot of swear words. I've invented a couple. I've been out here in the rain and the cold, stinking hot sun. I've managed to puncture 2 water lines and flood the site. It's been an adventure, but I'm actually really enjoying it. I don't know if I could be a builder. I certainly have a way better appreciation for builders now. Scott Brown, if you're watching this, you are appreciated. There's quite a bit to this. It's not Lego, it's not just gluing wood together. If you start reading the regs in the building code, which I have, you start to realise that there is actually quite a bit involved in making sure a building doesn't just blow away. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, click a thumbs up, let me know you enjoyed it. If you got any questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you on the next one.